giving the fire.
Mhm.
You're doing fire, okay.
I give up. Give up on. Oh. It says live. I'm not touching it.
There it is. All coming back to.
That's right.
His name and all these.
No, who said the other two? I don't know.
He's here.
Oh, was he?
His truck's back here.
No, that was.
Oh, is that John's?
I'm parked by the door.
Okay. Okay. John needs to,
I had my, I got,
got that?
I found it, yes, after
Okay.
I found out what it was, I remembered. Double shake of bread. Who is it? Rich. You know who that guy is? I've seen him before. I think he
one
is.
of the developers.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Was he that one with the one with Bill?
He's either Paul's guy or he's out here at, he'll be out here at the new ones off of Kenny Boulevard.
Or was somebody different going to do that
Yeah,
now?
I think so.
But other than just, I figured the way they did was going to fall through.
Well, the one you're thinking of it, probably condos. that one
Yeah,
fell through.
that fell through.
These are the ones that are up further next to the ones that are already there, past cases.
We're getting here. It's 15 minutes less talk time.
Hey Rex, we were off the other night after safety council, or safety meeting, was this the only thing I remember you talked about was the texting and driving, you wanted to pass as emergency, and then Bill, something about the Ohio Revised Code, gravel.
He wants to.
So
change
Josh, I
our
have a
road
stupid
construction
question.
What's
So
that?
when you're
ordinances
acting president,
new roads,
do you get to vote?
Okay.
residential roads.
Yeah.
To mimic ORC.
I just wanna make sure I call your name.
First, they change and they keep theirs.
We're acting chair.
Okay, change our road construction, ordinances.
Yeah. For new developments.
Okay, new developments, and wants it to be the same as ORC.
Yeah, just
Okay.
follow the ORC, yeah.
Okay, all righty. I think that's all you had.
Yeah. This one, the reason we're doing an emergency is if we ticket anybody and we don't have it in our codifieds, all the fine goes to the state. If we have it in our codifieds, then we get, so we're not.
Okay. Gotcha.
Friday or tomorrow. I'd like to, but we're supposed to have family pictures. Well, if you're going, if that gets canceled, we can take the
6:30.
boys. If we wanna go sit in the rain, that is.
Ready, Rich?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. First thing, let's do a pledge and then a moment of silence, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilman Eads? Councilman Robinson?
Here.
Councilman Peters?
Here.
President Comer? Councilman Hayes?
Present.
Councilman Hitt?
Here.
Councilman Stahl?
Present.
Okay, on to the October minutes. Did anybody have any corrections or concerns on those?
No.
On October 5th?
So moved.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay. There's no public hearing this evening. Communications and announcements, none. Audience concerns? Please state your name and address for the record, please.
All right. Tommy Boyd, 48 North Union Street. Couple little items tonight, a few from last meeting that we kind of missed. But first would be going into the continuation of developments. For the new project with Alan Coughlin, I'd be able to say, you know, hey, it's a go-ahead. We had the other apartments already planned on Kenny. With them backing out, though, I'd say would be the best argument for saying why, hey, this isn't gonna be an extra constraint, anything else, so go on ahead, let that guy get passed. After that, though, I'm kinda hoping that we can still see that we are to the point of at least wanting to see a sewer study that we have coming in May. It's already planned, we'll have that one done by springtime. So, last piece with it, all of that would be, West Jeff just kinda talking with them the other day. For future reference, however, whatever goes, is they are not going to be interested in looking into the Mid-Ohio Sewer and Water District. And so I think that's something for us to kind of keep in mind that, hey, we aren't the only city that's trying to stay independent right now. Other than that, to kind of go along with the houses, would be the schools. Did you guys get to see that? I'm sorry, last time I did not mean to say, hey, I'm going to talk about the schools, and then I forgot to attach the form. A lot of stuff there, but even going into what they give as the main ratio of student to houses that are being built and approved, it's typically two-fifths of what it is. And so if we had 2/5 of the 1,300 that is already approved right now, we're at 520 more students. The London High projection is for 80 to 100 houses, and over the next 10 years, expecting as a high expectation, only 413 more students. And so this is where I'm starting to see ways that we can actually definitely make that work, where, hey, maybe they're joining some of the schools together, building new elementaries, but we have to find something to hold the capacity of the kids that we're building the houses for. And so that's where my main concern on kind of slowing down on those until we get that sewer project and making sure the schools are all set is all I'd ask. Another one going into would just be the last piece about legislation we passed last meeting for the loan approving the $639,000 for the BPU. Could I ask our safety director, what about the new sewer press makes it considered a repair?
Because we already have one that's failing, so you're
Is,
the new one that's usually a repair, it's not an upgrade.
so the current one is broken?
The current one is not completely broken, it is working, but it fails repetitively, cannot be repaired to where it doesn't fail repetitively. It causes them to have a lot of supervision, manpower, having to watch it. I haven't went down and actually viewed it for myself, but there's some kind of belt that slips off and it quits working, and they gotta go put the belt back on, get it working. So that's been a concern. Through the past 3 sewer superintendents, they've all looked at it, and we're finally getting that moving forward.
All right. And that's where, you know, it kind of came down to, they had talked about this, that account still has more money in it. And this is going from a manned machine to an automated machine. It's a great improvement for our waste treatment plant, you know, and that's kind of where I see that, but it's one of those, we've got to kind of watch out. If we have the fire department coming through that, they're going to need extra money. You know, I'm hoping we can easily get another $600,000 loan maybe to keep them afloat at least. That was something I was kind of looking into there. Finance was just seeing if we are financially able to keep our firefighters if the levy unfortunately fails. You know, I'd like, maybe we could look into that before our next meeting, since that'll be the last one before the vote. But kind of having that as a fact for people of, hey, even if council wants to put that hand in, wants to reach out, will we be able to? And so, that's all for me tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On to committee reports. Personnel and Finance Committee, we had a meeting a week ago, Tuesday, I believe it was.
10th.
Yep, and we'll go over that in legislation tonight. I will let everyone know that we are moving November's meeting from November 6th to November 8th, which is a Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then public service.
Just, other than the next meeting's, November 1st at 6 p.m.
All right, on to public safety.
Okay, we had a meeting on October the 10th. All committee members are present. We approved the minutes from 9/12/2023 meeting. Fire and EMS report was given to us. Mr. Hitt will give that report. Police chief's report was given to us, and Mr. Stahl will give that report to us. The fire chief did ask for emergency legislation tonight for a vehicle exhaust removal system, which I will be sponsoring, and I will be asking for an emergency vote on it. Under Safety Service, Director Bill Long, charge of the streets, he'd like to change our road construction ordinances for new developments to coincide with the ORC, bring them up to date so they're right tit for tat. We also have texting and driving emergency legislation coming tonight. The reason for the emergency, if we have it codified, then their tickets are written, we get the majority of the money. If it's not codified, the state gets all the money. So we'd like to get that passed tonight if possible. Under new business, didn't have anything. Under old business, we had nothing. And public comment, we had nothing. We adjourned. Next public safety meeting will be, you got a date for me? 14th of November, Tuesday, November 14th, 5 o'clock in here.
Andy?
Yeah, I attended the safety committee meeting also, and I'll read through the report that the fire chief submitted. They completed EMS training related to pediatric trauma and hyperthermia. The fire training they completed was related to pump operations. They completed several CPR and fire safety classes. They participated in Touch a Truck fire safety talk at London Elementary School. They had several station tours. They participated in the London homecoming activities, and they completed the annual pump testing. And that's it.
All right, John?
Okay, I was at the Personnel Finance Committee and also at the Safety Committee, and I'll be doing the Police Division report, Public Safety Day on October 10th. They'll continue the application process for 3 open positions with initial interviews and backgrounds currently being conducted. They're waiting for the uplifting procurement of the 1 Tahoe ordered in '22 from Lally Chevrolet. Additionally, we had procured 2 Dodge Durangos from Coghlan Auto in Marysville and we waited approximately 10 to 12 weeks for uplifting equipment to be obtained. Funding for these vehicles were approved this year. Once a regular replacement on the other as a result of the loss of one cruiser and an accident this year. Officers have been issued or recently acquired handguns. We are waiting for the few of the duty holsters to be complete the order. The drop ceiling in the main office area was repaired with an updated lighting. A roof leak in the rear of the building was repaired in a separate company and unrelated to the front office damage. There has been approximately 7,900 downloads on their app. They continue to encourage residents to download the app to stay connected at the time they have notifications. They have handled approximately 5,200 calls for service and taken over 1,000 incident reports for the first 3 quarters of the year. Notable incident, they had a drug trafficking investigation resulted in the arrest of Tanya Tyrese, 66, 118, 50 and a half Logan Avenue, the seizure of approximately 300 grams of cocaine. That's all I have, thank you.
All right, on to city official reports. Mayor?
Yes, sir, thank you. Good evening. Thanks to everyone for coming out. Just a reminder, the Madison County Mayor's Committee is once again having our food drive. That's where all 4 major communities, London, West Jefferson, Plain City, and Mount Sterling, are holding a can and dry food drive, which will end tomorrow, Friday, October 20th, in conjunction with World Food Day. The community who collects the most food items will have bragging rights for this competition. So you'll be able to donate items at each of the community's city hall or village hall tomorrow from 8 to 4. And then, like I said, the food collected will stay in the community that it was collected in. So here in London, we'll be helping out the food pantry over on Oak Street as well as the Help House. With that being said, I do want to thank London Elementary School. They always team up with us, and that's how we're able to win this. It's because the kids in the elementary bring in a lot of canned goods. We do something fun for them, and whoever is the top earning class on each floor, so there's 2 different floors, I'm going to go have a pizza party with them. Cappy is always a good partner of ours to go out there and have a pizza party with those guys. So just want to thank London Elementary School for always teaming up with us. It's quite the undertaking to go pick it all up, but when it's picked up and dropped off, especially with the holidays coming up, it's a great thing. So you guys feel free to drop something off tomorrow, or if you want to give me some cash, I'll run out to Walmart tomorrow and we'll buy it. I know we did a big pass the hat today and was able to get $100 in City Hall plus what everything else that people brought in. So anything helps. Halloween season is here and all the trunk or treats are happening. There's already been 3 trunk or treats held in London, and there's 10 more trunk or treats in London. So I always urge people to go to trunk or treats because we know how finicky the weather is in the fall. And if the last day of October, if it rains, we still have trick or treat, rain, shine, snow, whatever, 6 to 8 on the 31st. So I urge parents to take the kids out to some of these trunk or treats just to make sure that it's nice weather. There was an awesome one today at Madison Senior Living. They did it inside, and it was cool because the kids go in and get to hang out with all the tenants there, and they love seeing all the kids. So, make sure to go and check those out. I have a huge flyer on my mayor Facebook page that shows all of them. So there's 10 more coming up. So, and they range from Saturdays and Sundays and through the week and different times. So definitely have time to get out there. And remember, you can always get the kids out there. You get that 10 or 20% dad tax on the candy, which always helps, right? So 35, daggone. Last Wednesday, I had a wonderful time and discussion at COSI, which is the Center of Science and Industry. I attended a roundtable discussion that focused on STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and the workforce development that is going along with STEM right now. A fact they gave us was since 2019, 236 projects have been announced in our region, so the Central Ohio region. Those projects are going to bring in 28,000 jobs with a payroll of almost $2 billion. Out of those numbers, out of 28,000, 16,000 jobs will have a STEM focus with a $1.3 billion payroll just for STEM jobs. So it shows how important that STEM is becoming for our region, especially with the businesses that are coming in, and especially how important STEM is for the kids. So it's just kind of eye-opening. So COSI is working to help push STEM education, as they do as a great partner of ours, given the lunch boxes, they call them the lunch boxes, but they have STEM activities in the kids, and every year we get those, and all the elementary kids and all the kids at St. Pat's get those boxes. So just thanks again to COSI for being such a good partner with us, and it was a great discussion. I do want to congratulate the Madison County Chamber of Commerce. They reached 400 members in the Chamber of Commerce, and so Madison County, right? So that is a huge number. I've been on the board for quite a while, and you know, when we hit 200, we thought it was pretty crazy, and now we are at 400 members for the Chamber. So congratulations to them. Thank you for all they do for the community and for helping support the local businesses here in Madison County. With that being said, I was also able to attend a couple of the ribbon cuttings they had. The Board of Elections had their ribbon cutting. It's such a nice space out there. It's in the old ADS building, which is next to Public Health. If you know where they came from before, it was kind of a weird building in the way it was set up and just kind of piecemeal together. This is a beautiful facility. And then London 101 had their ribbon cutting. Awesome little place down there in downtown London. Another great addition to downtown London. Choice One Engineering did come in, and they did some studies on a couple intersections for us. So we've been trying to look for some grant funding to help with some of these intersections, and these studies were needed to be done to see if these intersections were eligible for some of the grant funding that's coming up, that's here, that's coming, that's in the future. The main focus for us, which we have talked about before, was State Route 142 and Kinney Boulevard, right? So it's High Street and Kinney, right there by ADS. The report overview is as follows for that intersection. So they came and did a traffic count, and that was taken on Wednesday, September 13th. The signal warrants are met at 70%. So for a signal to be eligible for federal funding, it must meet 100% of the warrants. At this point, a traffic signal could be put in there if we wanted to, but we would not be able to get any federal funding for that traffic signal. Now, when more development comes in, you know, and a congestion migration application will need to be put in to see if it will hold that 100% and make it to that 100%, which will warrant a traffic signal, and then we'd be able to get that federal funding. Crashes were pulled for the past 5 years, and there were no significant number of crashes or crash trends found at that intersection, which is a good sign. Sometimes when you bring lights in, you get more crashes, right? Because people aren't looking, and you stop at a stop sign or a stoplight, and it's usually a little bump in the back is usually what happens at those. So on to the mayor fun fact, which is a number 2. That is the number of current playoff wins for London High School soccer programs. So the men's and women's soccer teams both won their first round playoff games, and now be moving on in the tournament, and I want to wish them the best of luck. And if you guys have been watching, there has been so much success, not only in the high school level, but the middle school level and down. And so I just want to say congratulations to them. I know the girls' cross-country team finished second, and the boys finished third in the Central Buckeye Conference Championship, the Kenton Trail Division. High school volleyball team was the 2023 conference champions. And as we know, the football team will be ending their regular season tomorrow at Urbana and be going for a perfect 10-0 undefeated season heading into the playoffs. So congratulations to all the student athletes and their accomplishments on the field, but also their accomplishments off the field and everything they do for the community. You guys probably know, you know, the little kids really look up to them, right? They see them on the field, and they think they're professional athletes, or they see them playing volleyball, and the kids think they're professional athletes, and they are just so great to all the kids in the community and getting into the younger schools and hanging out with them and always coming up and talking to the kids after the game. So besides just being such great student athletes, you know, what they do for the community is awesome. So best of luck to all the sports programs and the band and everything and all the extracurricular activities out there. So, thank you.
Rex, you have anything?
Just as Councilman Hayes said earlier, there's a couple pieces of legislation that I brought to safety. If there's anybody has any questions, whenever you bring that legislation up, I'll be happy to answer them. That's all I got.
On to old business, up for the third reading. Clerk, could we get the title and number, please?
Sorry.
Oh, could we get the title and number, please?
Ordinance 212-23, sponsored by Andrew Hitt, an ordinance vacating an alley.
Okay, this is related to the alley that runs behind 109 Canterbury. There'll be a public hearing on November 2nd. The street department wants to retain easement rights for storm sewer repair needs if possible. Everyone else has no objection to vacating that alley, as well as Ohio Edison has no issue with vacating that alley.
Does anybody have anything else? All right, we'll leave that on for the public hearing, November 2nd. On to the next. Clerk, could we get the title and number, please?
Ordinance 213-23, sponsored by Andrew Hitt, an ordinance vacating an alley.
Okay, this is the alley that runs between 211 and 213 Tolan. And as far as that one goes, the water department wanted to retain easement rights, but all other departments had no objections to vacating that alley. And that also has public hearing November 2nd.
Anybody have anything on that? All right. Keep that on for a fourth reading for November 2nd, as well as the public hearing. On to the next. Clerk, could we get the name and title, please?
Ordinance 214-23, sponsored by Henry Comer, an ordinance amending official zoning map.
Okay, if I remember right, this is all the development, or they want to develop some land that's behind Coghlan Automotive and the apartments. Is that right?
Yeah, so this project is a PUD that was brought forward by the Planning Commission, and it is on Kinney Boulevard, but it's behind the current apartments. So it kind of goes behind and on the side of the current apartments, and it'll be apartment complexes as well as townhomes for sale. And I know they're getting some information together with traffic studies. I know that was asked by a couple members.
Is there supposed to be a little mini mall in there?
No, yeah, go ahead. No, I don't believe so. No, there's no.
Okay.
In that?
I'm Scott McClintock. I'm the owner's representative for the project. There's a small area of commercial that kind of interfaces between the existing commercial and where the apartments are. Our intention for that is to be potentially an amenity that would primarily service the apartments, coffee shop or donut shop or something along those lines that would give the residents in the apartments to access it and use it.
Okay. I think that's a good thing.
I'll just get your information from the last meeting.
Anybody else have any questions on this?
I know that the public hearing will be on the 16th. Is that correct?
Yes.
That public hearing will be on the 16th, and I know that they have reached out and they want to give a presentation on the 16th, I believe. And so if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to them, or you can reach out to me and I can get those questions to them. I know they want to help in any possible way with any questions you guys have.
All right, thank you. On to new business. Clerk, could we get the title and number, please?
Resolution 215-23, sponsored by Josh Peters, a resolution increasing appropriations.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is $10,000 for refunds. So this is the fire department refunds. The tax department needs $10,000 for refunds, and this will come out of 228 out of fire tax, correct? 228, it is an emergency, so we can give the refunds.
I'll make a motion. Is there any other questions? I'll make a motion to suspend the 3 reading rule.
Second.
Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes, move to adopt.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes.
Resolution 215-23 has been adopted. On to the next one. Clerk, do we have title and number, please?
Resolution 216-23, sponsored by Josh Peters, a resolution increasing appropriations.
So this is $50,000. They have money in their fund, but it needs to be appropriated so it can be put into pensions. So we need to make sure that we're paying their pensions. So this also has an emergency.
Any
Snoop.
questions?
Go ahead.
I'll move to suspend the 3 reading rule.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes.
All right. Ordinance 217-23 has been adopted.
216.
216.
Oh, 216, I'm already one ahead, I'm sorry. On to the next one, clerk, we have the name and, or title and name, or title and number, please.
Ordinance 217-23, sponsored by John Stahl, an ordinance amending section 432 of the codified ordinances.
You may explain this, John?
Yeah.
So
I'd
this,
also-
this is just the local ordinance for the Texan Drive, as Mr. Councilman Hayes was talking about. So it is for the state, but we need to get it on a local level and get it into our codified ordinances. So like you said, when we write tickets. So this is also an emergency?
It's pretty simple. I'll make a motion to bypass 3 reading rule.
Second.
All right. Roll call, please.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes, move to adopt.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes.
All right, ordinance 217-23 has been adopted. On to the next. Clerk, we have a name or title and number, please.
Ordinance 218-23, sponsored by Greg Eads, an ordinance amending section 1228 of the codified ordinances.
So Greg's not here, so I'll speak about this. So this is Section 228 is about road specs for new roads and for improvements on roads. We are just putting in the section to mirror what ODOT's specs are. So we're just updating ours to mirror ODOT's road specs for new and improvements, and it is an emergency.
I make a motion to adopt or suspend the 3 reading rule.
Second.
Sorry.
Roll call.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes, move to adopt.
Second.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes.
All right, ordinance 218-23 has been adopted. On to the next. Clerk, we have the title and number, please.
Ordinance 219-23, sponsored by Brian Robinson, an ordinance for strengths on job descriptions.
Okay, so this is to add 3 positions to the street department. The street department is now adopting a lot more responsibilities around the city as maintenance and their mowing. So with all the responsibilities they have, they're pulling people off the street department, or off the streets, and putting them into other areas, which is neglecting the duties of the street department. So this would just increase it by 3. He's looking to, I think they're already down, 2 as of right now. So this gives them the opportunity to bring some people in. Anybody got any questions? I'll make a motion to suspend the 3 reading rule.
I'll second.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes. Move to adopt.
Second.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes.
All right, ordinance 219-23 has been adopted. On to the next. Clerk, could we get a title and number, please?
Resolution 220-23, sponsored by Greg Eads, a resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to advertise for bids for a new salt barn.
I can talk on that if you like. Our old salt barn fell down, so we need to build a new one. I think he has a plan to move the salt currently, so we do have a place to move the salt, but of course, we need to get it, that's not a permanent solution, it's just a temporary solution, so this is just to advertise bids for a new salt barn. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah,
So this is, if I'm correct, this is just to go out to bid. This is not to accept, correct?
yeah, there's nothing
So
in
this
there
is
about-
just so we can go out to bid. I'm sorry. Did you say? I apologize.
I did not, but thanks for clarifying that. I'll move to suspend the 3 reading rule.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes. Move to adopt.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes.
All right, resolution 220-23 has been adopted. On to the next one. Go get title and number, please.
Resolution 221-23, sponsored by Rich Hayes, a resolution authorizing Safety Service Director to advertise for bids and enter into a new contract for a vehicle exhaust removal system.
Yes, the fire department received a grant to install this, and if memory serves me correctly, I think we're just at 5, we're taking care of 5% of it.
Yep.
And the rest of it will be taken care of by the grant. And I, for one, know that they need that over there. So if there's not any questions.
No,
Question. It's advertise and enter into up to $110,000, 95% grant with us having the 5% match.
so it'd be just the 5% of the 110,000?
Correct.
Yep, okay.
I'll make a motion to suspend the 3 reading rule on 221-23.
Second.
Councilman Robinson? Councilman
Yes.
Peters? Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes. Move to adopt.
Second it.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Robinson?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hitt?
Yes.
Councilman Stahl?
Yes.
All right. Resolution 221-23 has been adopted. All right, on the round table. John?
I too would like to thank all the sports teams. Football's been good for a few years. They got a good program going, but I think the biggest thing is the volleyball, how well they've done, and the soccer. A few years ago, they barely ever won a game, so they have really improved. It's just good to see. It's good for the community and all the kids and everything. And make sure everybody passes in less than 2 weeks now, the ordinance and everything we need. We need that levy passed. Thank you.
Andy?
The next Safety Service Committee meeting is November 14th at 5 PM in this room here.
Rich?
I'd like to thank all city employees for jobs well done. I too would like to commend our sports teams at London High School. There's something going on out there, and it's a fever, and everybody's catching it. Everybody wants to win. We got a great coach, great football coach. All the coaches are great. Got a great football coach. If we win tomorrow night, I think this will be our first 10-win season since 2000.
99, I believe.
99? Okay, so it's been a drought, but I think they can do it. They're playing great ball, and then we go to the playoffs, and you never know there. But I want to ask the Lord to watch over our city, keep us all safe, and keep us all well, and God help us with this situation that's going on overseas. We need a lot of prayer and just very scary. Thank you.
All right, I want to thank the two of you for coming out tonight. Also, I'd like to congratulate both high school and middle school, both volleyball and football, for great seasons. Yeah, middle school, like Pat said, both of the 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams won the league, as well as the football. I know the 8th grade.
The football.
Yeah.
Do you know, John, do you know the scoring of the football?
Well, I can tell you.
Something to 8.
654 to 14 for 2
Unreal,
years
Unreal.
for the 8th grade boys.
And they did, and some of them, same one was in a youth program way back when they were so high. And they went and won a state tournament. So they're good.
Hopefully they stick with it.
And they're coming on.
And then would just like to also remind everybody that we have changed the Personnel and Finance Committee meeting from November 6th to November 8th, 6 PM. Brian?
I don't have a lot to say. I know we have one more meeting before the election. Get out to vote. There's a lot of important issues, not only local with our fire and EMS, but statewide as well. So just get out and exercise your rights. So.
All right. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
I make a motion to adjourn.